This video is sponsored by Raycon. Father's Day is right around the corner, and if you are flailing around farmers markets and garage sales and Reddit forums looking for anything to get your dear old pop, let me make it easy for you. Raycon's everyday clip earbuds are perfect for people who are always moving, mowing the lawn, boarding up the windows for hurricane season, hiking, duck hunting, piroguing down the bayou, whatever it is that your dad does. What makes them different is the memory metal clip. It secures to your ear without any pressure, so they actually stay in place without you needing to think about it at all. I've worn these for hours and completely forgotten about them, which says a lot because I'm definitely a princess in the pea type of person, except I would literally never complain about the pee. I would just feel it. They're also really great if you have glasses or piercing because there's no pressure up there, no pinching, and they don't get in the way at all. They also keep your ear open to the surroundings so you can hear your music and also like the ducks, which is important if you're in the swamp, which is where my dad probably is right about now. They also feature multi-point connections so you can connect to multiple different devices seamlessly, and there's 30 hours of battery life. I've been using these pretty much every day since I got them, whether I'm going to the gym, running errands, or working from home. They're truly so lightweight and comfortable, and I love that I can have them and still hear what's going on in my surroundings. They really have just become a part of my daily routine. Raycon has over 3 million customers, and their sound quality is just as good as some of the more expensive brands. And even if you don't like them, they have a 30-day guarantee. Anyway, these make a gift that is practical, comfortable, and something that your dad might actually reach for every day. And if all this has made you want a pair for yourself too, now's a great time to get them because they're 15% off. Upgrade your dad's everyday routine and go to buyraycon.com/alwaysslightlysleepy to get 15% off. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring this video. Oh, Frothalipy, I never wear red. I'm quite surprised the abbess let you dress me in this way. I suppose doing whatever the artist asks is in vogue these days, though. I bet you can waltz into any cloister you'd like, and everyone just does whatever you ask of them. With your easel, and your paints, and your Medici sponsorships. How would you like me to sit? I'm to be the Madonna, right? Okay. Well, I could sit sort of leaning back, like so, gazing up. Would you prefer her praying with her hands like this or like this? I could also be praying looking down, like in a more submissive stance. Oh, am I speaking too much? I don't mean to interrupt your process. The abbess always tells me I speak too much. Lucrezia, hold your tongue. That's what she says. Oh, but we were so excited whenever we heard that you were coming to our cloister. Me and all of the sisters, we were wondering who you'd choose. Who you would choose as your model for the Madonna. I'm so delighted that you chose me. And that you let me wear this dress. I could try and lift my leg a bit, like this. And I could be a contemplative Mary. You know, it's not my fault that God gave me so very much to say. I think God gave his lowliest loose tongues with which to speak truths. I think the abbess could do with speaking a couple more truths, to be honest. I think the sisters could benefit from some harsher handling, but she's so gentle with all of us. I mean, I myself could probably do with some more disciplining, if I'm completely honest. Oh, I'm speaking again, aren't I? Let's see. I could maybe hold something like this. Is that good? I could reach. I could raise these shoulder bits up. Oh, you like them? You like them lower? For the anatomical value, of course. That makes sense to me. As long as the abbess doesn't catch wind of that. Let's see. I could sit forward. Is that any good? When I sit forward? Oh, do you think my forehead's going to be too small? I'm afraid that this crown you've given me, it makes my forehead look a bit small. It's, making me feel a bit self-conscious. You think it looks okay? If you say so. You know, you have a very nice forehead yourself. A nice face and nice hands. It's fun to watch you work, Frotholeepy. A real artist you are. I can tell your shading, it's exquisite. The way that you brush the shadows onto the page. You really have a way with your hands. Oh no, it's not flirting, because I'm a nun. That's what the abbess always says. She says that that's why we dress the way we dress in our habits, so that men always know that we're not flirting. But we are still given the sort of charge to bring light into the world and tell people good things about them. I don't think people get complimented enough, so perhaps that's part of the job of nuns, is what I'm saying. And you have nice hands. I'm just telling you a little truth. A little truth. Oh, I'm to hold baby Jesus? Me? In a painting? Really? Holding baby Jesus? Isn't the red to symbolize the blood of Christ, though? I thought this was supposed to be more of like a sad, mournful Madonna. Oh. You just wanted to see me in the red. Frotholeepy, you are making me keep secrets from the abbess with your words. That is not good. Alright, this is what you want me to hold to represent Jesus. This is one of those fruits from the New World, isn't it? Huh. Frotholeepy, I must admit I thought that was a Spanish psyop. I was not yet convinced the New World existed. The French sisters, they make things up. And with their letters, they hardly speak a real language. And they speak of finding a new world with new fruits. Of course I didn't believe them. But this is real. This is something very real, isn't it? When you eat it, do you just bite into it? Oh, no. You cut into it. And what is it called? A watermelon. Well, that's very vague. Watermelon. A perfect baby Jesus. Let's see. I could hold baby like this. Is that good? Or, I could hold baby Jesus up. Like, bouncing baby Jesus. No, that's not good either. What if Jesus was on my shoulder? My pa used to hold me on his shoulder like this. But I don't know if that's a very maidenly way to hold baby Jesus. Perhaps not. Let's see. I could be holding Jesus up to God. Like the Lion King. Are you unfamiliar? Oh. Well. I could be holding Jesus up to God like this. Up to the sun. No. Okay. This is the best option. Alright. What a cute Jesus. Let's see. Should I be looking down or up? Down. I can give you a variety of looks, I suppose. Would that be preferable? I can sit up straighter and maybe look down, look up. my hand on Jesus' head, like this. Fra Felipe, do you paint many nuns like this? Oh, you do? All over Florence, I see. Well, I guess it was a little bit of a fantastical thought for me, that I'd be special. You must make good money, though, painting for all of the monasteries. The Medicis are sponsoring you, right? So if you wanted to, if you really did want to, you wouldn't have to stay a priest, right? You could just be an artist, roaming the countryside, painting women, and men, of course, as you'd need them. That's a nice fantasy. I wish I had a plan B, so to speak. I really just ended up here, like most nuns. Let's see. What if I had Jesus on my hip, and my knee was up, and I was holding bread or a fish? Fish are very Catholic. I could be holding Jesus and a fish, and praying. Is this a good position? I really do enjoy watching you work. Is it better if I look away, though? Because I like watching how your hands brush on the canvas that you're working. And when you brush, 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 brush away your charcoal shavings, I like watching you do the shading. It's a bit entrancing, if I'm honest. I think that it must be what watching God is like for the angels. Seeing him create the world with his hands, gnarled hands, artist's hands, good hands. Anyway, I'll try and direct my gaze heavensward for your painting. Is it better if my hand is up or down? Or should my shoulders be further back? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the lamp. The lamp is from the Ottomans. Yes, it was a spoil of one of the Crusades. An Ottoman lamp, yes. I believe from a Turk. It's a shame the artisan probably died in the conflict, but at least we get to enjoy their work. I don't really know how to hold a baby, if I'm being completely honest. Being a nun, baby holding was never really my charge or my strong suit. And I've never worked in a hospital or anything like that. We're monastics. We just pray all day. Should I try some different poses for you? Like, perhaps something like this? You know, it's been so long since I wore a dress like this. I've quite forgotten what dressing up can do to a woman's thoughts. Would you like to be my confessor, Frotholeepy? Not right now. I know that you're busy working with those hands of yours, but perhaps sometime in the future, perhaps whenever you've finished, would you like to be my confessor? Then you might have reason to come back to the monastery, of course, into the cloister. Aside from the reason of painting me again, if that is in fact something that you're interested in. You could be my confessor. You could come and help me sort through my more sinful thoughts. I wouldn't mind that so much. I have a lot of sinful thoughts, seeing as I really just ended up here. Did you just end up here as a priest? Because clearly you have talent and passion as an artist. I'm just, sometimes I feel alone, having ended up here, rather than... You see, these other sisters, they speak so much of some divine call, but for me it was just my parents, really. Another mouth to feed. That's what I was. We could try to do something like a scary thing, like Jesus, like this. Is that scary when I hide behind the watermelon? Jesus. Would you like it if I held the dress up at all? Do you think that would showcase it better? The drapery of it? Are you experienced in penciling drapery? Painting drapery? Where do you get your pigments? I'm afraid my geography isn't very good. Is that Ottoman? Roman? Oh, it's local. I had no idea. I have much to learn. I wish I could explore the countryside a bit more often. Maybe I could speak to the abbess about exploring the countryside with my confessor. Would you be interested in something like that? Of course, I'll try to keep a hold on my tongue. Is this a good position? When I'm looking down here? Okay. You've decided. Perfect. I'll try and hold that one.